If you're trying to decide between the Samsung Galaxy A16 5G and the Galaxy A26 5G, you're not alone. These two budget-friendly devices from Samsung look similar on the surface, but under the hood, there are some important differences that might sway your buying decision. By the end of this video, you'll know exactly which one to buy and which is the right device for you. And so, without taking much of your time, yo guys, let's get started. Starting with the design, both smartphones weigh about 200 grams and they feel very similar in the hand, but the materials here and polish are quite different. The A16 5G has a plastic frame and plastic back. It does the job, but let's be honest here, it's a fingerprint magnet and not the most premium feel. The Galaxy A26 5G on the other hand has a glass back, Gorilla Glass Victus Plus on both the front and the back. It's also a fingerprint magnet if you ask me, but you also have an IP67 rating for water and dust resistance. Now that's a massive win in build quality for the Galaxy A26. Both smartphones ditch the headphone jack and use a side-mounted fingerprint scanner for, the fingerprint scanning, but the wedge-like design inspired by the bigger devices like the Galaxy A36 and the older high-end devices make these devices feel a bit more modern. But in general, as far as build quality, the win goes to the Galaxy A26. Now let's talk about the displays on here. Both devices sport a 6.7-inch Super AMOLED display with Full HD Plus resolution, but the A16 comes with a 90Hz refresh rate, while the Galaxy A26 steps it up to 120Hz. That means smoother animations, better scrolling, and an overall premium display experience on the Galaxy A26. Another upgrade here would be the fact that the A26 has Gorilla Glass Victus Plus protection, which the A16 lacks. Though both smartphones hit about 800 nits of peak brightness, the A26 tries to push slightly higher, closer to 1000 nits, but in real life, you'll still be squinting outdoors with both devices. Also, that U-notch is still here on both smartphones, and the bottom chin here is still chunky. The clear winner as far as display here would be the Galaxy A26, and that's because of the refresh rate you get with this device. This is where things get very interesting, the processing. The A16 5G is powered by either the Exynos 1330 or the MediaTek Dimensity 6300. It's a solid performer for casual users, social media, light multitasking, and day-to-day use. The A26 5G, however, comes with the Exynos 1380 globally and the 1280 in Latin America. Now, the 1380 is miles ahead in terms of the performance and graphic power, and this means better gaming experience, better multitasking, and longer-term usability. Both of the smartphones come with up to 8 gigs of RAM and 256 gigs of internal storage, and both support microSD card expansion. But if you're planning to push these devices harder, then the Galaxy A26 is the better choice. On paper, both smartphones have a 50 megapixel main sensor and a 13 megapixel front-facing camera, but the A26 adds this optical image stabilization, which is huge. And that means better low light performance and more stable video. The ultra-wide on the A26 is 8 megapixels versus 5 megapixels on the A16, 2 megapixel sensors for macro lens, and like I said, 13 megapixels front-facing cameras. Now let's break it down even more based on real-life use. With the Galaxy A16 5G, you'll notice a slight magenta tint in some photos and less accurate white balance compared to the Galaxy A26. The A26 consistently delivers more vibrant colors and handles tricky lighting situations better. So photos from the A16 sometimes come off as overly sharpened in a way that screams smartphone processing, whereas the Galaxy A26 has a more balanced, less artificial look. In ultra-wide shots, the A16 can occasionally show more detail, but overall, the A26 images are more pleasing thanks to the better vibrance. At 2x zoom using the main camera, the A26 again comes out on top with better exposure handling. Front-facing photos are another big win for the A26. It delivers better white balance, more accurate skin tones, and less aggressive smoothing compared to the Galaxy A16. Even with background separation and portrait mode, it leans in favor of the Galaxy A26. In low light, neither phone is perfect, but the Galaxy A26 handles noise reduction much better. The A16 tends to smear and shift colors when trying to clean up the noise. Now, the Galaxy A26, while still not flagship level, retains more detail and handles colors more naturally. When it comes to videos, the Galaxy A26 is in a different league. You're getting better details, more accurate exposure, richer colors, and an overall more cinematic look. The A16 just can't keep up. And for front-facing video too, the Galaxy A26 wins again with more lifelike rendering and a better overall video quality. By the way, if you're loving this video so far, do not forget to like, share and subscribe to this channel as it helps us a bunch. Thank you. Sadly, both smartphones have only mono speakers, which is one of the biggest letdowns in both cases. Sound is loud enough for casual use, but neither delivers stereo quality. I sometimes notice that the Galaxy A16 had a better sound system. You also do not get a headphone jack, as you'll be living with Bluetooth here or a USB-C dongle life regardless of which of these devices you choose. Now this part is actually the same and also awesome. Samsung promises 6 years of updates for both of these devices. The A16 ships out of the box with Android 14 and One UI 6.1, while the Galaxy A26 comes with Android 15 and One UI 7. Both are future-proof and ready for years of support. The A26 throws in a few more features like Circle to Search, Object Eraser, and even some Google Gemini AI tools. Not flagship level, but cool extras for a budget device. When it comes to the battery life, both smartphones are rocking a 5000 mAh battery with 25 watts charging support. In real-world use, the A16 slightly edges out the A26 when it comes to battery life because of its lower refresh rate and the slightly less powerful chipset. That said, neither will disappoint. You're looking at a full day of use easily on both of these devices. Charging time is similar on both, around 80 to 90 minutes from 0 to 100, but do note here that there's no charger within the boxes for these devices. For pricing, the Galaxy A16 5G starts at around 270,000 Naira or about $160, while the Galaxy A26 5G starts at around 368,500 Naira or about $230. That's a 100,000 Naira difference or $70 difference in price. So here's the big question: which should you buy? If you're on a tight budget and you just want a dependable smartphone with good AMOLED display, decent cameras, and long software support, the Galaxy A16 5G is great value for money. But if you want to stretch that budget, then the Galaxy A26 5G is hands down the better phone. You get a better build, faster refresh rate, stronger performance, optical image stabilization on the camera, you have 4K video, better software support and features, and future-proofing with Android 15 out of the box. At the end of the day, you're not just buying specs, you're buying experience, and the Galaxy A26 simply delivers more of it. Let me know which of the smartphones you pick in the comment section below, and if you enjoyed this video, this comparison, you'd also like to watch this video here, go check it out. I'm gonna catch you in that video. Kobe that day.